Hey everyone, we're back with some 2K26 early access, and we're gonna get right back into it. Alright.
Oh man, that was wild. The results don't even matter when you're in the ring facing legends and matches you never thought possible. A win, a loss, come on. It's about the moment here, and what a moment that was. Now that I got my ECW experience taken care of, I have my sights set on a man that many consider my dream opponent. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Despite our glaring differences, there's a lot of similarities between us. Give us a microphone and watch us captivate the audience.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
We do not back down from anybody, always ready to fight. Talking trash on an Attitude Era Raw against a prime Rattlesnake simply wasn't in the cards for my career, but at least with slingshot technology, I can make this match happen. All the respect in the world to Steve and every single achievement in his career, but trust that I'm going to bring the fight to him in a no-holds-barred match the second the bell rings. Austin wants to brawl all over the place? He wants weapons? Sounds good to me. Hell, I'm all for it after that fight with Cactus Jack. I've even got a special place in mind. A special arena in Chicago where we can have this all take place. Are you gonna back me up and try to take down Stone Cold? Or do you think Steve Austin has my number? No matter what you choose, I'm gonna do my best to take the head off the snake.
Son, you're looking at the best there is.
The best in the world, CM Punk. Ready to try his hand at clobbering a rattlesnake.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
CM Punk has been in many epic battles, fought some of the all-time greats, but he's never faced a challenge like the Texas Rattlesnake.
But that's exactly what Punk came here for. He's not looking for a night off. Punk wants to test himself against a man who he thinks is one of the best to ever put on a pair of boots. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, but we'll see how Punk feels when those boots are stomping a mud hole in his chest.
CM Punk looks ready for this. I might even go so far as to say excited.
Well, it's not every day you get to tangle with a legend. Punk's dreamed of this chance to stare down Steve Austin. The Texas Rattlesnake is here, looking to hunt down CM Punk.
From Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Steve Austin looks ready for a fight.
And he looks even more ready to teach CM Punk a lesson.
CM Punk wanted this. He wanted his shot against Stone Cold Steve Austin. Well, you get what you ask for, Punk. A tall, cold can of whoop-ass is about to be opened up in that ring. Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk are two of the most defiant, anti-authority, rebellious, irritable men we've ever had the pleasure of watching in the ring. But tonight, we find out who is the toughest SOB of them all. Yeah, a lot of common ground between these two. Surely a lot of mutual respect and admiration, but Austin and Punk couldn't help but ask themselves, who's the better man? Bell to bell.
And now we get the privilege of watching them work out the answer here in the ring in what promises to be a chaotic, no-holds-barred match. Slips out of the way.
Two men fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero. Yeah, these two would probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team.
Heads outside the ring. And no countouts means he can take his time. Clearing off the announce table. This can't be good. Nothing but bad intentions in mind, I'm sure. When chatting with CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin said there's no quote-unquote time shift that Punk can take to put himself back in the Attitude Era. But right now, he's facing perhaps the best of that era, and Austin is in the best shape of his life for this battle.
I question Stone Cold's usage of the time travel terminology, but there's no denying that he knows how to brawl, how to fight with attitude. If Punk can overcome Austin in a no-holds-barred scenario, there will be no doubt that Punk can rule over any era in WWE.
What's something Punk has to really take into consideration facing off against old Stone Cold? Punk has to realize that he can't count as much on his toughness here tonight as usual. Punk's a resilient guy, but Austin's offense can stop anyone dead in their tracks and have them begging for mercy. Punk might want to stay elusive and give Stone Cold the runaround. Back into the ring here. Making his way to the top here.
From the top!
Through the air. It connects!
Batting it all on a daring leap from the top.
And it paid off for the moment. Now it's time to capitalize. Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it. Check out the springboard.
Stone Cold with a clothesline.
Making way towards the top rope.
Up high.
Oh, compressing them with a splash. When asked about the locker room with Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying he'd only need one or two moves to beat him. As to the top talent like Punk and John Cena, it would take, quote, 3 or 4.
Well, I'm sure Austin meant to include me in the latter group.
But he's got it down. Here we go. He got the shoulder up in time.
The wear and tear of this match only affecting it. Kick, wow!
It could be all over.
Wow! I don't believe it. Incredible resilience on display.
Anger is starting to show on the face of Austin. I think the Rattlesnake will do anything to close this out.
A little cockiness.
Punk connects with a knee to the jaw. Gonna turn this around. And followed by a bulldog headlock. When asked about facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push and prod to get the best out of Punk, to give Punk an even bigger mean streak.
CM Punk looking dominant here. Oh my! And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact. CM Punk walking in the Anaconda Vice.
Kneeing his way out. And he's free.
Oh, that punch connects hard. Punk dodges out in time. Fighting back, however, punches in the midsection. Back of the neck getting worked over. saves us all from having to endure any more of that. I expected this match to be hellacious, but Punk and Austin are truly outdoing themselves.
Yeah, this is a level of intensity we do not often get to see. Uh-oh, has to find a way out of this.
Driven down face first.
Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned?
Get ready for chaos. The chair is coming out.
I got him up to the gut. Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents the best of the modern era, and Austin the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they can hang with the others' contemporaries.
You're right about that, Cole. Who can forget when Austin came out of retirement and defeated Kevin Owens in a main event battle at WrestleMania 38, which was also a no-holds-barred match, I might add.
That was definitely impressive, guys, but look at the list of competitors that Punk has stood toe-to-toe with in the ring. Kane, Triple H, The Rock, and The Undertaker. Some of them he beat, some of them he didn't, but what's undeniable is that Punk is not fazed whatsoever by the legend that accompanies the biggest names of the Attitude Era.
And CM Punk is in control.
Punk has Austin right where he wants him and is not letting up.
Oh, steel chairs aren't supposed to bend that way. Just a brazen challenge, trying to provoke an incredibly rash reaction. And he's ready to throw out all decorum in this one.
Ooh, chucked that chair right at him.
You know he's got something big planned for him now. Arm wringer, adding some torque, but now popped in the jaw.
A complete stalemate of reverse.
CM Punk connects with a Uranagi,
and he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
He has no idea the danger he's in right now. Opponent lifted up, jaw, meet knee, gone to sleep. Will that sew this up for Punk? Using the sharp point of the elbow.
The rattlesnake's being picked apart.
CM Punk somehow managing to exceed Stone Cold's intensity.
And an elbow.
These two Hellraisers are blowing the roof off this place.
And the WWE Universe is loving every second of it. Punk and Austin showing no signs of slowing.
He's waiting for him to rise to deliver something devastating. Big mistake, and that error could be costly. Talking about a hard landing, flesh connecting painfully with hard steel. And the dents on the chair is proof.
Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable. The WWE Universe can't believe what these warriors are doing to one another.
Everyone's fired up. What a battle.
Oh, the stomp.
Ooh, that certainly caves a chest in.
With the elbow.
Propping him up in the corner.
What a reversal. Calculating the next move here.
Zeroing in on the throat.
And this one could be moving to ringside. Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
You know, I've always been curious about the versatility of shovels.
Got out of the way of that one.
Turns that back on CM Punk.
Proof these superstars have done their homework. We've already seen a few blows land above the neck.
Big elbow.
Oh, the elbow connects.
And his stamina's going to drain fast taking shots to the torso like this.
He'll make his way to the ring. force it. Punk wasting no.
Jaw-shattering stunner.
That'll look just as devastating as when his opponent does it.
Cover. And they're still in this.
Kicking out, saving himself from the embarrassment of losing to his own move.
Punk took his best shot, gave him every...
CM Punk completely dominant.
Swinging the elbow to halt the offense. This building is rocking.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up and back down with a GTS.
Will that keep the rattlesnake down? 2. It's all over. CM Punk has beaten Steve Austin.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
CM Punk, the best in the world, has stopped the Texas Rattlesnake.
But Austin did not go quietly. This was a no-holds-barred battle to remember. An iconic throwdown between two unruly troublemakers.
And we loved every second of it. Congratulations to CM Punk.
I have one last personal dream match that I'd like to make happen. And since I'm the one controlling the fancy fantasy time travel computer today, it's exactly what we're gonna do. He dominated the cruiserweight scene in WCW, then joined WWE, where he'd capture European, Intercontinental, and Tag Team Championships in short order. Eddie Guerrero was pure magic in the ring. And while I was still on the indie circuit, I watched Eddie return to WWE using his Latino heat to do the unthinkable. Capture the WWE Championship.
Eddie to the top rope. Frog splash! Frog splash!
Lying, cheating, and stealing his way to the top was the only way Eddie knew how to get things done, and the fans loved him for it. I always hoped that when the day came that I signed with WWE, I'd have the opportunity to perform with Eddie once again. But for now, we'll let Slingshot Tech make the impossible possible. Just like my matches against Cactus Jack and Stone Cold, who you choose is on you. No matter who you choose and no matter what happens in the ring, we're still cool. And Eddie Guerrero will forever be loved and missed. Viva la raza, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a match many thought we would never see. Eddie Guerrero versus CM Punk.
Just listen to this ovation for the Second City Saint.
CM Punk just soaking it in, feeding off his hometown crowd.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
This is what Eddie knew he was walking into tonight. The loudest, most passionate ovation you may hear all year.
Yeah, Cole, but Eddie also knows you don't wrestle a crowd. Punk may be feeling invincible right now, but once that bell rings, it's just him and Eddie.
And when you face Eddie Guerrero, things get very real very fast.
This is an emotional matchup for CM Punk, and you better believe Eddie knows that already. These two briefly crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of respect between the two of them right now, but once the bell rings, I expect that to all go out the window.
Latino Heat!
From El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero!
Just look at that smirk on Eddie's face. He's eating this up, not being intimidated by all the noise, not being intimidated by Punk.
Eddie can match Punk with his technical ability, he can match him with his mental game, and he can match him on pure fighting spirit. And once upon a time, when they met in the ring before WWE, Eddie had the experience. You have to wonder if Eddie can exploit that and make Punk once again feel like a rookie.
You have to think that Eddie would love nothing more than to take the win from Punk here in front of his home crowd.
Yeah, Cole, but whenever CM Punk is in Chicago, he fights like a man absolutely possessed.
CM Punk squaring off against Eddie Guerrero. And just listen to this crowd here in Chicago.
They are feeling the heat indeed. The ring psychology we're about to witness from these two is something that will be studied for years.
Two men who met decades ago before either one reached their heights, but now Punk and Eddie are so evenly matched. This already might be a match of the year candidate.
CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk has said that being in the ring with Eddie back then made him realize that he had a lot left to learn. It would be 4 years after their initial encounters that Punk would finally make his way to WWE.
True to his in-ring form, it shows Punk's a diligent planner when it comes to in-ring competition. He could have rushed his way into WWE and challenged Eddie again, but who knows how Punk would have performed with less time learning his craft. Now, he's the best in the world, and he's ready to show Latino Heat everything he's got.
Two men that are the epitome of resilience. Punk and Eddie always fight with everything until that final bell.
This is going to be as much a psychological match as it is a physical one. I'm sure Eddie is looking to lie, cheat, and steal his way to victory here, but I can guarantee that Punk can plan for that. You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rulebook. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both men will fight with honor tonight. Just battering their opponent.
High red district for CM Punk.
From above!
Incoming!
Whoa! Cross body!
Looking for the suplex all the way up. Look at this power. Oh, no. Escapes and a chop block takes him down.
CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE when Punk was still an in-ring rookie. Punk's raw skills at that point sharpened Eddie enough for Eddie to return to WWE and become a world champion.
But now Punk has the skills and in-ring knowledge that equals that of Latino Heat. So you better believe Punk is determined to prove he's the better competitor tonight.
Eddie with a reversal. Eddie able to take a stand there.
This could be a good chance for Guerrero to get some distance and rethink things.
A steady stream of moves taking out Eddie.
Punk is not taking his eyes off Eddie for a second, and it is paying off.
Up high.
Whoa! Cross body!
Tope Atomico. Sometimes you just gotta show off and show out.
And guys, Eddie's gonna need to dig deep into his playbook if he wants to come back against Punk now.
Squashed with a senton.
Oh! Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece, with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael Cole. Each man is going to pull out all of the stops to earn that final, decisive victory.
Hoisted up high here. Oh, right to the throat. Hello, CM Punk. No, kick out at 2.
Are we sure the shoulder was up? That was so close.
He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count. And he slides him back to the mat.
CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none, but I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase, lie, cheat, and steal.
Corey, let's not discount that Punk has shown he can be underhanded as well. But something we know about Eddie is that...
Perched up top. Oh, brutal miscalculation.
Gets the reversal. What a counter. Suplex.
Stalking from above. Oh, he lands hard.
I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career, guys his size weren't considered main event talent.
Seeing a guy like Eddie Guerrero, who once competed as a cruiserweight, take on and topple giants of this industry and win top titles in the biggest main events, well, that had to inspire Punk.
It definitely does, Wade, but don't think for a second that the respect Punk has for Eddie breaking those barriers will keep the best in the world from giving everything he has to defeat Latino Heat. And that was a clear attack to his core, maybe seeing an opening.
Backhand hits the target.
Lights out. Oh, look out. It's on now. Bam!
No end in sight to this exchange.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe. Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
Clearly now being fueled by a righteous fury, and this bloodthirsty, a blind hurricane of fists. No end in sight. Well-placed shot gets the final word in this exchange.
Pile driver. Making the climb to the top rope. Look at the height. Frog splash.
He is locked in on his target now. Goes for the suplex. Power up high. Oh, but dropping behind Eddie.
Into a chop block. Opportunity now for Punk to capture some momentum.
We've got the arm trapped. Looking for Levi Star Cradle.
Quick shoulder up.
He didn't even let the ref start the count.
Uranagi by Punk. He turns it into the Anaconda Vice. He's in excruciating pain. The hold locked in tight. A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Shoving him into the... CM Punk, opponent completely softened up here. What on earth is he cooking up from this position? Oh my! CM Punk! The play! challenge. Just fired their best shot and then some. And this has to be it.
Punk did it here in Chicago.
Here is your winner, Punk!
This has to mean so much more for Punk than just a win. Defeating your idol is something few people ever get to experience.
Let alone in front of your hometown, on your native soil.
You can just tell Punk is being overwhelmed with emotion right now.
Slingshot tech creating matches I only thought could happen in my wildest dreams is pretty awesome. But I see another application that, to this point, has not been attempted. I want to see Slingshot tech show me what could have been, too. One of the questions I get more than anything else is some variant of, what do you think would have happened if you stayed with WWE in 2014? Now we have a perfectly viable tool to at least attempt an answer. Hopefully, Slingshot tech is up to the task. While I may not know too much about what the future could have held, I do know that Triple H himself, after having sent his corporate goons after me following the Royal Rumble that year, was sizing me up for a matchup at WrestleMania 30. And I do know that if that match actually happened, I would have absolutely humiliated him in front of the world. Now, there's no question in my mind I'd have run right through him. I'd waited years for this chance. After all his tricks during the summer of 2011, bringing in his friends to attack me, using his corporate position to constantly stack the deck against me.
I'm not picking a fight. I'm just saying be careful who you push. Because you know I like to push back.
I was ready to bring it all back to him tenfold. I'd have buried him. But let's see if you can breathe life into my words. WrestleMania 30, CM Punk takes on Triple H. Time to play the game? Well, Hunter, I hope you realize that CM Punk doesn't play.
The COO, the next World Heavyweight Champion, the Cerebral Assassin, the most powerful man in WWE, Triple H, is here.
From Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 255 pounds, the King, Triple H!
CM Punk wanted the game, and CM Punk's got the game. Let this be a lesson. Be careful what you wish for. Triple H is a 13-time world champion. He lives in the spotlight, and CM Punk may be Icarus flying too close to the sun with this challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, on paper, this should be a mismatch. Look at the names that Triple H has competed against at WrestleMania. The Rock and The Undertaker, Batista and Cena and Brock.
Oh, so are you saying that CM Punk has no chance against Triple H tonight? Because Punk's got a nice list of WrestleMania opponents himself.
Absolutely not. Like I said, on paper, it looks like a mismatch, but you can't judge heart and guts. Love him or hate him, CM Punk has heart and guts in spades. It's brought him this far, and you can bet he plans to have it to propel him straight to the main event of WrestleMania tonight.
Well, in this business, plans change, especially when they're up against those plans that are so expertly crafted by a mastermind the likes of the cerebral assassin, Triple H.
This is thunderous!
CM Punk may be the voice of the voiceless, but the WWE Universe is making absolutely sure their voices are being heard pretty well right about now.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
The cult of personality, CM Punk, prepared for battle against the game, Triple H.
Not to sound like a broken record, but CM Punk has gotten what he wished for. And look at him. He's going to be overwhelmed here. The voice of the voiceless is going to be silenced by the King of Kings. And he'll have no one to blame but himself. What will he say to the voiceless then?
Well, CM Punk's never been at a loss for words, so I doubt he'd start now. The same goes for him being overwhelmed. Punk has always known this is where he belongs since the first time he laced up a pair of wrestling boots.
These are two men who are going to try to tear each other apart.
Tonight, Triple H is not the COO of the WWE. Tonight, he's an ass-kicking machine.
CM Punk, Triple H, set for one-on-one action tonight. The championship main event implications on the other side of this match.
Triple H looking to dash CM Punk's WrestleMania main event dreams, stating that he's only doing what's best for business. Triple H has served as a proper roadblock for Punk this long. Can he continue to do that here tonight? There's a lot to say about these men's thoughts about our business. Who is right or wrong could be a matter of opinion, but I'll admit, most of the WWE Universe certainly sides with CM Punk.
It's because they can relate to him, Wade. Look at Triple H's head. A guy that looks like CM Punk doesn't belong in the ring with someone that looks like the King of Kings.
But look at CM Punk's career. The accolades have shown Triple H to be wrong. CM Punk is WrestleMania main event caliber, and literally the only thing standing in the way of that reality is Triple H, the COO of the company.
And Punk making his way back to the ring. Thinking of going high risk here. Perched up top. Oh, crash and burn.
I don't care how tough you are. Hitting the floor from that height has gotta hurt.
And CM Punk, with an incredible opportunity tonight, has been wrestling since the age.
Let me stop you there, Cole. What about the opportunity for Triple H? So much is made of what CM Punk can accomplish this evening, but Triple H can be challenging for his 14th championship by the end of the night.
Well, that's very true, Wade, but if I were speaking for the average WWE fan, that wouldn't be the story they want to see.
Ha! The average fan? Look, CM Punk has had a few hot years, but the story befitting of WrestleMania is the reunion of Evolution. Three of the most dominating and influential superstars our business has ever seen. That is what the superior WWE fan wants to see.
You know, I hate to question Triple H's strategy, but he can't continue to underestimate Punk here like he has been. Punk's proven himself as someone who can overcome the odds. Watch out! Whoa! Cross body! Oh,
Ooh, she has bad intentions now, removing the turnbuckle pad.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Oh, what a kick. Punk really wants to humiliate Triple H tonight. Has told the game, I'm in the ring every week performing at the highest level, and that's what makes me the best in the world.
A bit of a jab. Punk inferring that Triple H spends more time in the boardroom than in the ring these days, trying to imply that the game isn't ring ready. But let me tell you, Triple H doesn't get ready, he stays ready.
Counter by CM Punk.
Driving that knee deep into the enemy.
Wait.
I did not see this coming. He's abandoned that pin attempt completely. Well, time to get out of Dodge as our announce desk is assuredly not long for this world.
And here we go, returning to the ring.
Oh, no need to swing when you can just chuck right at someone.
Once this match was made official, CM Punk had no interest in fighting the COO of the WWE. He didn't want the guy in a suit and tie. He wanted the cerebral assassin.
Waking up the beast inside could have been the ruiner to CM Punk's WrestleMania main event dreams. Don't make any mistake, Triple H is still the guy nightmares are made of.
Submission time! Reaching the ropes and forcing the break.
Ducks out of harm's way.
Bam! Well-placed calf kick.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. Oh, he makes the choice to abandon the hold.
Vicious knee. The seeds of this battle go back to CM Punk's frustrations with the company. Seeing head figures, there it is. He could end it here.
And he manages to kick out at one.
An absolutely incredible kick out from him at this point.
The game, Triple H with a couple of punches, going to now reverse whip his opponent across the ring and deliver a knee to the face. This could be it for the 3 count. Shoulder shoots up before 2.
Wow, I thought for sure that was it. Dismantling the arm in the corner.
Gotta hurt. From the second rope. Oh, knee right to the back. Here you go. Triple H pedigree.
Will that sew this up for Triple H? How on earth?
Triple H remains composed. He will need to refocus and get back to work to push past the finish line.
Trying to wrestle free their opponent's arm. Has the arm trapped.
Oh, stuck right to the hand.
And Triple H getting closer to the main event. Punk trying to weather the storm.
You see the trademark dominance of Triple H.
Triple H carrying on the constant, painful reminder for Punk as to why he's the cerebral assassin. And the confidence in Punk is growing. He can feel Triple H fading.
Triple H dodges out in time.
Driven into the knee.
Oh, he flips that around.
Oh, what an axe handle.
Punk building momentum here. Knee connects to jaw.
Rushing into the corner. Step up knee. Rocked.
Uh-oh. Dodges the attack by pushing off. Gets lifted into position. Lands face first. There's a running knee on the Harley Race. Oh, and he stays ahead of Triple H.
Precision elbow strike.
High red district for CM Punk.
Soaring. Oh, got the knees up just in time.
Triple H has something in store.
Right on the arm.
Impressive awareness from him.
And that was an effective attack, guys.
The cerebral assassin with the kick to the abdomen before the pedigree. Punk's got a problem here.
And shifting over for the cover.
2. Somehow he kicked out.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
And you can see the gears in Triple H's head turning as he's racking his brain for a new scheme to get the win here.
And somehow Punk and Triple H still have enough left in the tank to keep this fight going.
They're two of the most stubborn men in the locker room. We're witnessing that firsthand right now.
Sliding back in under the ropes here. He's making his way to ringside now. Oh, that was a stiff shot with that kendo stick.
Quick thinking right there.
He didn't plan for this.
Bounced off the skull.
And averting damage there.
Good Lord, what a shot. Someone's got to get control of this thing.
Just remember that attacks to the head like that can build up quickly.
A truly rough blow to the head.
Watch out.
All the way down on the floor.
An absolute misfire. You really do hate to see it.
And now it's about trying to continue after such a fatal error.
A well-delivered suplex.
They're lining up their opponent. What do they have in mind? Knee drop. Oh, and it's reversed. Huge kick connects.
He's heading back to the ring. Look out!
A slingshot cross body.
Throwing all caution to the wind.
And boy, did it pay off.
Launching all the way to the outside.
Really risked it all there.
Very fortunate to hit the mark in that one.
Taking flight. Whoa, look out.
There was no sense in that. It was all adrenaline.
Hot right in the stomach creates the separation.
Look at CM Punk and Triple H. Look at how absolutely spent both of these men are right now.
Both looking to dig down deep into the reserves. Both looking for anything to gain the clear advantage. Both men with everything to prove, no matter the cost.
Slips out of the way.
Triple H getting dismantled here.
With this offensive onslaught, Punk clearly sending a message to Triple H.
Just blistering the chest.
Framing him up. He's got a picture-perfect opportunity here. Check out the springboard. Caught with a clothesline.
Caught with the elbow.
Oh, that'll cave your chest in.
Going to the top rope. What's his plan?
Lift off. Splash. Massive.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Yeah, Punk clearly hell-bent on putting the game out of commission.
Clothesline!
Now heading outside.
Triple H gets back in the ring. Kick gets caught.
Roundhouse. Beautiful.
No surprise that what we're witnessing is trending.
Forget trending on social media. The motion in the arena is charting on the Richter scale.
Caught in a bad spot. Right to the throat. Ugly looking rake to the face creates the separation. Another vicious attack to his head. Firing with a straight shot there. Answering back. Boom. Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
Neither competitor shows any signs of letting up or slowing down here.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
Spin kick to the midsection.
Leaving him against the turnbuckle. Punk now looking to reap the benefits of this dominance, dragging his opponent up onto the turnbuckles. High risk, high reward. You're dead right, the plunge connects.
That's one hell of an exclamation mark.
Turning it into a pin for the win. Punk did it. Punk's going to the main event of WrestleMania.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
And with this win, CM Punk has punched his ticket to the main event of WrestleMania. Later tonight, vying for the World Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton and Batista.
Punk can celebrate now, but the worst is yet to come. Main eventing isn't the goal. Winning the main event is.
The best thing about defeating Triple H at WrestleMania 30 is the spot it granted me in its main event later that night, a full 11 years before I'd actually see that dream fulfilled. The worst part? I'd be entering battle at less than 100% against Randy Orton and Batista. Great. Batista had won the 2014 Royal Rumble, locking him into a match with WWE World Heavyweight Champion and my old pal, the Viper himself, Randy Orton. But my match with Triple H came with that added stipulation where the winner would join the match and make it a triple threat. This time, though, I'm going to let you choose who you want to control. Would Randy Orton have walked out of his matchup still on top? Would Batista unleash the animal within for another dominant victory? Or would that kid from Chicago shock the world and win 2 matches at WrestleMania against 3 of WWE's most dominant and imposing figures? I don't know for sure what will happen, but I do know what I'd like to see. Well, what is it that you want to see when CM Punk takes on Randy Orton and Batista in the main event of WrestleMania 30?
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
The Apex Predator, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton.
Introducing the champion from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds. He is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Orton has been at the absolute top of his game lately, but even that might not be enough in a triple threat match against Batista and CM Punk.
But a wounded CM Punk who has already competed tonight. Still, that's a lot of variables on the grandest stage of them all for a champion trying to keep a hold of his title.
I'm sure Orton has no intention losing tonight. A menacing look on the face of the Viper, Randy Orton. The winner of the 2014 Royal Rumble, Batista.
And introducing the challenger from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, the Animal,
Batista fought hard to earn this opportunity to get his shot at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
But I'm sure he'd much rather this match have remained one-on-one. The presence of CM Punk is sure to complicate things for the Animal.
In Batista's mind, a worn-down CM Punk might not count as much of a legitimate threat.
You can see the savagery bubbling beneath the surface inside Batista. This man is ready to go.
Orton is a man Batista knows very well, going back to when they ran together in Evolution. CM Punk, meanwhile, is the X Factor.
You've got to be ready for anything here in WWE, and WrestleMania is no exception.
A man who had to battle his way into this main event against Triple H earlier tonight. The Second City Saint, CM Punk.
And introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
You have to admire the guts of CM Punk to take on this challenge and keep putting one foot in front of the other, heading towards that ring.
I'm surprised we're not admiring the guts of CM Punk because they are hanging out of his body after that match against Triple H. This has been a long, hard night for CM Punk already.
And it doesn't get any easier with Batista and Randy Orton standing in his way. Beating Triple H was WrestleMania Miracle #1. For CM Punk to take home the title tonight, he'll need a second miracle.
And a little help from the WWE Universe to cheer him on in the meantime. Time to play spoiler, CM Punk.
This isn't what Batista or Orton wanted. They were hoping this title match would be an Evolution reunion. Instead, CM Punk is playing spoiler in this triple threat.
And that's exactly why this WrestleMania crowd is on the edge of their seats. We expect the unexpected, but no one thought CM Punk would make it all the way here tonight.
Now Punk just has to finish the job. But Orton and Batista stand in his way with championship ambitions of their own. You know, Batista and Orton were complaining for a couple of weeks that this match was going to be a triple threat, that they were really promised a one-on-one match.
Not only that, Michael Cole, we have been robbed of an Evolution WrestleMania main event.
Oh, brother, what a pity.
Truly, Cole, CM Punk has ruined what could have been three titans waging war over the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Is it possible that Batista could just power through both Punk and Orton with his raw animal strength?
It's certainly possible, but I don't like it as a strategy. Blind Rage isn't going to get Batista what he wants, not with a calculating superstar like CM Punk in the ring. Batista has to play smart in this one.
And after what CM Punk had to fight through earlier tonight, he can't possibly be in the best shape for this triple threat. Orton and Batista were fully aware of that fact.
Absolutely. Trust me, they watched Punk's match earlier. They know.
Perched up top.
Oh, the high risk gave no reward there.
Batista checking under the ring now for God knows what.
Ye old faithful of violent artistry, the kendo stick.
What's coming next?
Back suplex.
Very nice.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about. He might just be stalling for time.
Here we go.
Knee drop. Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
He's in a bad place. This is where it could all end. Up high. That's handled.
Can he put it away? And he saves the matchup.
From the sky.
Nobody home. What an impact.
Oh, bullseye.
Randy Orton may be one of the most malicious, one of the most vicious superstars we've ever seen in WWE. There's no absence of malice at all from this man.
All facts that CM Punk knows all too well. Years ago, Orton ended Punk's first World Championship reign in unceremonious fashion. He's beaten Punk on big stages before. Randy should have all the confidence in the world when it comes to making CM Punk his prey.
He's called the Apex Predator for a reason.
And now the prime target is Batista, the six-time world champion. All right, he's got to refocus up now. Moves from the ring to the outside.
The steel chair, never as innocent as it looks.
And now he's headed out of the ring. Orton fending that off. You cannot look at Randy Orton without saying, wow, that is the face of WWE. Put that face on the cover of the programs and those lovely little collector cups.
Polar opposite feelings at WWE headquarters when it comes to CM Punk. But if Punk can pull off the miracle tonight, he would become undeniable.
There's a reason.
Oh, look!
Crashing to the floor.
Risked it all and lost it all.
That's going to hurt in more ways than one.
Spear! Oof!
No, whipped right into the diamond-plated steel.
And this one is coming down to whose body can hang on the longest.
They're all hanging by a thread now.
And able to skirt around that attack. And I've been saying this in the lead up to WrestleMania. The Viper has been lying in wait, and it will be a big mistake to underestimate the champion.
That's a good point, Wade. It's funny, over the past couple of weeks with the stuff going on with Triple H and CM Punk and Batista getting in Stephanie's face, Randy Orton in many ways has almost become an afterthought.
It's hard to believe the WWE
Going for it!
What a cross body!
Turning themselves into a missile.
And hitting the drop zone. Dead center. Slides under the rope.
perched up top.
Taking it to nowhere.
Well, if you're going to be done like that, you better be just as tough.
I don't know if anyone is that tough. And a big question coming into tonight was, are we going to see the animal of old? Trying to break out of this grip and is able to do it. Escapes the hold before irreparable damage is done.
Taking out the arm, great strategy.
And a well-timed counter.
Using that barricade with great effect.
Up the rope he goes. From the top.
All the way to the outside. Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
He grabbed the kendo stick, and now business is really picking up.
Perched up top. A diving knee drop. The animal on the receiving end. About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
And he just decides in the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking.
Making a hasty retreat retreat to the outside. Some may consider this an act of cowardice, but I personally think it's strategic thinking.
Again, Randy is heading to the apron. Headed back into the ring. Slam. What? This is turning into Swanson Street.
Batista looking to put this one to bed.
A Batista bomb!
Championship on the line. This could be it.
Makes the cover. Punk powers out. Still going strong.
What a jaw-dropping show of strength this late into the match.
And Batista visibly frustrated now as he's not being given what he wants. The animal just might be unleashed as a result of the aggravation.
Batista making it all look so effortless.
Batista bomb!
Could that be enough to gain the title?
Using the arm like a billy club.
Any two of these competitors is a recipe for a classic, but all three, this is incredible.
Batista, Orton, and Punk each giving that all in that ring. Oh, Orton sent hard to the outside. From the heavens.
The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward.
Oh, man.
This battle is spilled into the ringside area and is drawing dangerously close to our table.
This match was always going to be hard fought, but Punk, Batista, and Orton are refusing to give up any ground.
Some of the best ever, throwing down like only they can.
Who throws a kendo stick? Crazy.
CM Punk knows what's at stake here more than anything. He said he wants change in WWE, and if the catalyst for that change means going through the COO and then to future Hall of Famers, then so be it.
What will tomorrow look like if the voice of the voiceless becomes champion?
Stamford would be in a panic.
Maybe, but Bourbon Street would go crazy tonight. Batista's looking sluggish. Things could be winding down for him.
The animal now looking to muscle up his opponent. Batista bomb! Can we have a new challenge for that?
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
GTS. It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
Look out! Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
When we say high risk, this is the risk we are talking about.
And that could be the moment that changes the whole complexion of this match.
And he chooses to leave the ring. And maybe it's just too big of a hill for CM Punk to climb tonight.
Randy toying with his opponent a little bit.
Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it. And he comes in under the ropes now. Release back suplex. Spinning kick in the gut.
Kick right in the stomach.
Time to go for...
Uh-oh. A reversal. He saw that coming. Not a good spot to be in.
Oh, that would break your face.
Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here? And did you hear the impact of that? Alley-oop! And there's a good blow to the body. Orton playing mind games with the enemy.
Everyone wanted a banger. Well, they've got it. Orton. A
holds on to the title after duking it out with both Batista and CM Punk.
But when all is said and done, the Apex Predator is still on top. Randy Orton is just too deadly to be stopped.
Three men competing for the ultimate prize. CM Punk, Randy Orton, Batista. But only Punk had to battle his way into this match by winning a fight against Triple H earlier tonight.
And that's exactly why the #1 question on the minds of this WrestleMania crowd and Punk's opponents is how much does he really have left? Can Punk go the distance against two? Inside cradle applied, shoulders down.
The pin is broken. That could have been it.
Back suplex, no! Driven down.
You know, Batista and Orton were complaining for a couple of weeks that this match was going to be a triple threat, that they were really promised a one-on-one match.
Not only that, Michael Cole, we have been robbed of an Evolution WrestleMania main event.
Oh, brother, what a pity.
Truly, Cole, CM Punk has ruined what could have been three titans waging war over the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, across the top rope.
Calf kick finds the mark. Randy Orton, backbreaker. He goes for the quick pin attempt. It's going to take more than that to keep him down.
Expending energy on that kick out, but still very much in this.
No countouts, no disqualifications, triple threat rules. CM Punk in his first WrestleMania main event. A dream come true.
CM Punk has totally defied the odds as far as his accomplishments here in WWE. If he can beat all of Evolution in one night, it'll add extra credence to being called the best in the world.
Now bringing the fight back into the ring.
Focusing in on the leg at the moment.
And you can tell Punk is still feeling the effects of his match against Triple H.
It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just got to toss another person to make a statement.
And the champion doesn't want to be on the receiving end of that again.
Textbook tape.
In attack, here it is.
Just after two. Wow. Counter from Orton.
Attacking with full force.
And now the prime target is Batista, the six-time world champion. The animal as fired up as he'll ever be.
Oh!
Look at this. Bang! A springboard cross body.
A roll of the dice and it pays off in full.
Devastating elbow strike.
Batista's being picked apart here.
Batista's got to start turning the tide somehow.
Randy Orton may be one of the most malicious, one of the most vicious superstars we've ever seen in WWE. There's no absence of malice at all from this man.
All facts that CM Punk knows all too well. Years ago, Orton ended Punk's first World Championship reign in unceremonious fashion. He's beaten Punk on big stages before. Randy should have all the confidence in the world when it comes to making CM Punk his prey.
He's called the Apex Predator for a reason. Nicely done, managing to save themselves there.
Into a lariat.
The animal on the receiving end. Unrelenting triple threat action.
Oh, and the chair projected right to their face. And CM Punk's maintaining the... A slingshot cross body.
The next level accuracy needed to hit that move cannot be understated.
And the body control, just amazing athleticism.
Oh, a rough landing right into the barricade. Up onto the barricade.
Take off. Double axe handle. Reckless abandon. My God, that was nuts. Absolutely insane.
Whip back into the ring.
Big time height on that kick.
Throwing caution to the
completely missed the mark.
The risk clearly was not worth the reward as they just came up empty-handed there.
Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count.
He has a kendo stick in hand, and this place just turned into South Swanson Street.
Goes under the ropes and into the ring.
Slam!
Off the ropes already forming from that kendo shot.
A show of absolute disrespect from the challenger. I don't know if you want to poke the bear like that.
And Batista wants more from his opponent.
Perched up top. Diving knee drop. Oh, nice scoop roll up for the win. He stops the pin.
This isn't over yet.
And I've been saying this in the lead-up to WrestleMania. The Viper has been lying in wait, and it would be a big mistake to underestimate the champion.
That's a good point, Wade. It's funny, over the past couple of weeks with the stuff going on with Triple H and CM Punk and Batista getting in Stephanie's face, Randy Orton in many ways has almost become an afterthought.
It's hard to believe the WWE World Heavyweight Champion is an afterthought. But you guys are right.
Now that is going to leave some serious wounds.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
And he comes in under the ropes now.
Orton!
The champ might have just ended things right there.
You've got to be kidding me.
We have just witnessed next-level grit, resilience, and even more so, defiance. How do you stop that?
That should have been it 99% of the time it is. Orton is seeing red right now. He's got more work to do here. And a big question coming into tonight was, are we going to see the animal of old? Well, Batista looked like a dominating force.
You don't win the Royal Rumble by accident, Cole. Batista said he came back for one thing, to become champion. He doesn't care what anybody thinks about him. He doesn't want to be cheered. He doesn't care. It's all about the title.
The animal is certain.
Perched up top. Diving knee drop. Sliding back into the ring.
What a well-placed calf kick there.
Randy can't mount any offense. About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
And it looks extra bad now as we see some blood pouring out. Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it.
Not sure what he's thinking. Letting go here. He answers right back.
Opponent lifted up. Jaw. Meet knee. Go to sleep. The challenger is not holding back.
2 count. Oh, he kicked out.
If Batista just survived the best shot he's going to receive all night, I don't think there's any stopping the animal.
Punk took his best shot, gave him everything he had, but just couldn't get the pin.
Orton.
The champ might have just sealed things.
Into the pin. 2. The Viper wins it all. Orton defeats both Punk and Batista.
The winner of this match, and still the WWE World Heavyweight Champion,
Three men competing for the ultimate prize. CM Punk, Randy Orton, Batista. But only Punk had to battle his way into this match by winning a fight against Triple H earlier tonight.
And that's exactly why the #1 question on the minds of this WrestleMania crowd and Punk's opponents is how much does he really have left? Can Punk go the distance against two greats after already dealing with Triple H?
Only one way to find out, and that's in this triple threat match. Orton and Batista had to be rooting for Triple H. They could have collusion on the mind right now, so CM Punk is in for the fight of his life. CM Punk finds himself in a very tough spot here between Randy Orton and Batista. How can Punk keep his title dreams alive in this one?
Caution's the name of the game for Punk. He already wrestled one match tonight, so he's the soft target. He has to duck and dodge and only go on the offensive when it's as safe as possible.
And after what CM Punk had to fight through earlier tonight, he can't possibly be in the best shape for this triple threat. Orton and Batista were fully aware of that fact.
Absolutely. Trust me, they watched Punk's match earlier. They know everything that is hurting on CM Punk right now. There is blood in the water.
You're talking about the heart of the Second City Saint, though. The chance to become the champion outweighs any lingering pain.
Lariat!
Oh, driving the elbow. No, pin attempt here.
And he breaks the count quickly.
And still managing to kick out at only one. Getting put against the turnbuckles.
And the brunt of all that impact goes right to the head. And a big question coming into tonight was, are we going to see the animal of old? Will Batista look like a dominating force?
You don't win the Royal Rumble by accident, Cole. Batista said he came back for one thing, to become champion. He doesn't care what anybody thinks about him. He doesn't want to be cheered. He doesn't care. It's all about the title.
The animal is certainly still in Big Dave, and he's still upset with this not being a one-on-one contest, but he will take every advantage of the triple threat rules.
Ooh! And now the prime target is Batista, the six-time world champion. And an elbow.
Quick and effective delivery there by Punk.
Flying. Good Lord. Taking flight. You got to be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense, but I can't say it didn't pay off.
Looks like he's opting for Old Faithful here, the steel chair. Oh, man. You cannot look at Randy Orton without saying, wow, that is the face of WWE. Put that face on the cover of the programs and those lovely little collector cups.
Polar opposite feelings at WWE headquarters when it comes to CM Punk. But if Punk can pull off the miracle tonight, he would become undeniable.
There's a reason why Stephanie and Triple H have made Orton the face of WWE. As our good friend JBL would say, if you build a sports entertainer from the ground up, it would look exactly like Randy Orton.
If Randy comes out on top in this match, that will settle the entire issue. He will be, without a doubt, the face of WWE. Saying this in the lead up to WrestleMania, the Viper has been lying in wait and
down running the schoolboy, shoulders are down.
counters. Cover. What is he thinking right now? Hopefully he does not regret it.
The animal on the receiving end. Unrelenting triple threat action.
Decides to leave the confines of the ring. A back suplex.
Ooh.
Again, Randy is heading to the apron.
Connected hard with the calf kick.
Randy Orton may be one of the most malicious, one of the most vicious superstars we've ever seen in WWE. There's no absence of malice at all from this man.
All facts that CM Punk knows all too well. Years ago, Orton ended Punk's first World Championship reign in unceremonious fashion. He's beaten Punk on big stages before. Randy should have all the confidence in the world when it comes to making CM Punk his prey.
He's called the Apex Predator for a reason.
On the shoulders and a slam.
What's he at here?
Oh, driver.
Spiked him. Once again, that is not what chairs were created for.
Got Batista cinched in.
Spiked.
Up on the barricade here.
Lift off.
Oh, just a flattening splash.
That found the mark, but I don't know who got the worst of it.
Clothesline.
Batista is feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up. And he re-enters into the ring.
Feeling the energy and ready to bring it to his opponent.
Oh, no need to swing when you can just chuck right at someone.
And this one is coming down to whose body can hang on the longest.
From way up, connects. Saw it coming. Scrambling up the top turnbuckle now. Up high. Totally missed that one. Brutal club. Oh, he fights Batista back. Ooh, snaps the leg across the head. Punk scaling the turnbuckles. Perched up top. Knee drop. The Viper looking to dig his fangs into the animal. He gets back into the ring.
Batista avoids the attack.
Any two of these competitors is a recipe for a classic, but all three, this is incredible.
Batista, Orton, and Punk each giving their all in that ring.
Stomping right on their face. And come on, was that really called for? Big time height on that kick. The reversal by Orton. Being carried around now. And a strong kick out at one.
And kicking out at this point, this quickly, definitely sends a pretty serious message.
Counters really effective. On the top. Double axe handle. About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold. Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission. Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world. Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
Went for the kendo stick, and the welts will quickly follow.
Powerbomb. CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Go to sleep. This may be the challenger's moment.
Hooked up. DDT. And it seems like his head might be the target here. Producing a trampling.
This match was always going to be hard fought, but Punk, Batista, and Orton on. Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now, an anaconda.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Looks like he's coming. And he stops the count.
Quick evasion from him there.
He left an opening.
And down with the belly to belly.
Point outside. What's he got planned here?
Oh, he's about to leave his mark on the competition with that kendo stick.
No count out as he takes things out of the ring. Batista heading back to the outside now. Uh-oh, Cole, I think we know what the Viper's doing. Yeah, Randy Orton was in position.
DDT.
Back in the ring. Going in for the win here. Doing whatever it takes to keep this one alive. Shoulders down. CM Punk might have him. And he kicks out of the pin and one.
After everything we've seen tonight, he must be using the reserve tanks at this point. The champ with a stunning display of dominance. Nobody home on that one.
Heading to the outside now. He covers. Is this it? Could be. And only gets a one count.
This match has been incredible. And looking, CM Punk with full control. There's the... Oof! Retaliating with a strong elbow.
Feed off the WWE Universe. This place is starting to run.
tackle. And Punk clearly ready for a fight here.
Back elbow.
Smartly dipping out of harm's way. Batista is looking to close this one out. Batista bomb! Pivotal moment. We could have a new champ.
And he's leaving the ring for the moment. And now he's back into the blast off. From the top with the splash. Randy might be defeated here. And he stops the ref's count. He's headed out to the ringside area. Oh, working on the arm. Momentum moving towards Batista's corner.
This is Orton's perseverance getting tested. From above!
What a shoulder blow. Hurling Batista to the floor. For the win!
He's done it! CM Punk with a major upset here against Orton and
The winner
Batista.
of this match and the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
The Second City Saint is marching on Bourbon Street.
I'll say, Punk started his night by beating Triple H and has now ended it with a triumphant victory over Randy Orton and Batista. The road to the title does not get much harder than that.
Alright, this is taking longer than expected. We'll be back with this another time. Alright, peace!